Hello, class 8. This is your English station for the book It So Happened, and from this book we are going to study chapter 2. Okay, and what is the name of that chapter? The name of that chapter is Children at Work. Okay, what is the name of that chapter? Children at Work. Okay, you have a supplementary reader. This chapter is from that book. Okay, and the name of the chapter is Children at Work, chapter number 2. First we will see the introduction and then I will explain you the chapter. After that we will see the vocabulary, that is the word and the meanings. Okay, so let's move for the introduction so that we can see what is there in the chapter. Now, if we see at the introduction of the lesson, in this article, we will be reading Children at Work, and the author of this chapter is Geeta Wolf. Okay, Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Aurojit Sen. Okay, this chapter is been written by, or you can say it's one type of a sensitive story of a boy named Velu. Okay, and the author of this story is Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Aurojit Sen. This is a sensitive story of a boy Velu who has run from his house. Velu's father was a drunkard. Drunkard means who used to drink like you can say wine and all the things, and he used to beat Velu every day. So what did Velu do? Velu runs away from the house. After running away from his home, he reaches Chennai. Here he found a girl named Jaya, who took him along with her to her house. Now Jaya was a rag picker. Now what is a rag picker? A rag picker is a person who collects and picks the rags. Rags means to pick up the papers, bits of papers and plastics and all like polythenes that have been spread on the road or are in the dustbin. Okay, rag pickers collect it and then they sell it to the scrap shops and then they get money. Okay, so Velu finds a girl, Jaya, and Jaya is a rag picker. Jaya arranges food for Velu and also gives him shelter to live in her house. Eventually, Velu also became a rag picker. Now, staying with Jaya, Velu also became the rag picker. But he decided that he will quit this job because he wanted to do something better. He felt that picking up rags is a very bad thing. So what did he decide? He decided to do some job. Okay, so this is about the whole story which we are going to see, Children at Work. Fine, so let's start the lesson. Now Velu, in this chapter, the boy, okay, and his name is Velu. Velu, an 11-year-old boy. He is an 11-year-old boy. Velu ran away from his house as his father was a drunkard. Okay, his father used to snatch away all the money that Velu and his sister used to earn. Okay, and with this he also beat them. Now this was the daily thing happening with Velu and his sister. So Velu got fed up with this everyday beating. So what did he decide? He decided to run away from home. Okay, what did Velu decide? He decided to run away from home. So Velu reaches the station. He wanders around for hours. Why did he wander around for hours after running away from home? because now he wanted to get into a train. But to get into a train you need a ticket, and without money you can't buy a ticket. But Velu, what did he do? He got into the train without a ticket. Okay, tired and hungry, he doesn't know where to go, and then when a stranger at the station shouts a word of welcome. Okay, so he decided to run away. When he ran away, he went to the station. Going to the station, now he needs money to buy the ticket, which was not with him. So he boards into the train without a ticket, after roaming around in Kannur for a whole day. Kannur is a place, okay? And he got into Kanyakumari Express. He got into the train without a ticket as he had no money. Okay? So when Velu reached, now he had got into the Kanyakumari Express. That Kanyakumari Express brought him to Chennai Central Station. Okay, when Kanyakumari Express pulled in at Chennai Station, it took Velu some time to get off because many of the passengers were there in the train. Okay, and so it took Velu to get off for some time. Okay, when he finally got off, his stance felt wobbly. What is wobbly? Unsteady. Okay, why unsteady? Because he was a bit scared also. He was only 11 years old, far from his house, and a total new city. So he was a bit scared. Okay, when he finally stood on the station, his legs went wobbly as if he is still moving in the train. Why was his stand? And the one more reason his legs were unsteady, wobbly, because he had never traveled in the train. This was the first time he was traveling in the train, and after a long traveling, when he got down from the train, he was still feeling that he is still in the train. Okay, now Velu saw that there were lots of people around who are in a hurry. Now he was in a big city. He used to live in the village. He was in a big city, okay, Chennai, metro city. He saw there many people around him, and the people were in a hurry. So what did Velu do? Velu sat on a bench and put his little bundle in which he had bought from his house. He put that bundle down, okay, and why was he surprised to see all these people? He was surprised to see so many people because he had never seen so many people except the fair. Fair means the one in Hindi you say Mela. Okay, the fair which was there to be in his village. He had never seen that so many people except the fair in his village. People walked by, bumping into him with their suitcase, luggages, because there were passengers on the station. Okay, now there was a loudspeaker. He could also hear the announcement on the loudspeaker. You must have visited the railway station, or you must have travelled in this train. You see there are announcements for the trains that this express is going to come on the station of this platform at this time. Okay, so Velu could also hear the announcement of the loudspeaker. Now he had travelled in an unreserved coach where the people were playing cards and screaming the whole night. So he was unable to sleep. He was also feeling weak because he did not eat anything, and that's why this was also one reason why his legs were trembling. Okay, and in such a new place, he was feeling very lonely. Nobody was there who knew him. No known person was there. Okay, so what did Velu do? Velu sat on the bench, kept his luggage near him, and he also saw a TV. Whenever you must have visited the railway station, you must have saw their televisions, TVs. Okay, Velu put his head on his knees, feeling miserable. Now he had taken such a big step, right? But he was now feeling miserable, alone also. Exhausted means tired. He was also feeling tired. He had ran away from his village 2 days ago. Okay, and for these 2 days he had eaten nothing. He had only eaten some pieces of peanuts and a piece of jaggery. Some peanuts means mungfali, okay, in Hindi you say, and jaggery. Okay, and the bundle which he had with him, what did it contain? The bundle had a shirt, a towel and a comb. Only this much thing he had taken from his house. Okay, he had walked for most the first day to Kannur and then got into the train to Chennai. Now Velu had no money, I said you, so he had travelled in the train without ticket. Luckily, he was a lucky boy, you can say, because whenever you travel in a train, there are the ticket collectors. The ticket collector comes to check your train, but in the train where Velu was travelling, in that train, ticket collector did not come to the unreserved compartment. Okay. Okay. So this is all what happened when Velu reached Chennai station. Now Velu was sitting silently on the station on the bench. Suddenly a girl called him. When he heard the noise that the girl had called him, somebody had called him, he turned around. Behind him was a girl around his own age. Now that girl was wearing a banyan and came down to her knees. Her hair was stiff and brownish and she had a huge sack on one of her shoulder. Okay? She was what was there on her shoulder? The sack, huge sack. And what was there in that sack? She was picking up dirty plastic cups from the floor and stuffing them into her sack. As I told you in the introduction only, that Jaya was a rag picker. And what is a rag picker? Rag picker pick up rags from different places. Same thing Jaya was doing. Okay. Now Velu was wondering why is this girl calling me? Why is she wearing a banyan? Okay. So when Velu was staring at her, Jaya said, "Don't stare at me stupidly. What's your name?" Velu said, "My name is Velu." "So, Mr. Velu," said the girl loudly, "run away from home?" She asked her. "Have you run away from home?" Okay. Now the little girl Jaya saw Velu and talked to him. Now Jaya was a rag picker. Okay. So initially Velu was hesitant to talk to her. But she told him further when Jaya talked to her. Okay. Firstly Jaya said to her that, "Have you run away from home?" Velu didn't answer because he didn't want to answer to a strange girl. Now Jaya was not known to her. How could he answer to a strange person? Okay. He had run away because he couldn't stand his father's beating. Now why had he run away from the home? Because his father used to beat him every day. Now because of this daily beating, everyday beating, he was fed up and he went away He ran away from the house. Right? But why should he tell this to a strange girl? So he didn't say a word. Okay? But when Velu didn't answer, Jaya said, "Don't think that I don't know." Okay? She said that this place is full of the children who are like you. Like you means who have run away from the house. So what are you going to do here? Become rich? She said further that what are you going to do here? Are you going to become rich? So she sat down next to him. Okay? Now, Velu was hungry also because he hadn't eaten food from last 2 days. So he was hungry. Okay? So he pressed his stomach with grimace. What is grimace? Twisted expression on the face due to pain. Whenever you have a stomach pain, how does that expression comes on your face? That is called grimace. Same thing happened with Velu. Okay? So, with this expression, when Jaya saw this expression of Velu on Velu's face, she said, "Hungry?" So she said to him that sitting here, you won't get food. If you sit here, don't think that somebody is going to come here and feed you. She said, "I can find you something if you want to eat." Okay? So Jaya told him that she can arrange food for him. Now Velu had no option. Why? Because he was hungry also. So he agreed to go with Jaya. What did Jaya do? Now Jaya picked up her sack and started to walk away. Velu stayed on the bench. Okay. Firstly, Velu hesitated. So he sat on the bench. He didn't go with Jaya. But now he had no option. So he had to go. So what did Jaya do? Jaya took her through the busy street. Now Chennai is a big city. There is lots of traffic. So Jaya took Velu through the busy street and traffic. Okay, now Jaya was known to this place. So she was not scared at all, and she was not looking also that is Velu with her or no. She was busy walking on that busy street. Okay? So now Velu was with Jaya walking on the road that was full of traffic. Okay? Now why did Velu go with Jaya? Because now he thought to himself that he had nowhere else to go, as he had to go and match up with her speed. Because Jaya was known with that roads and traffic and she was habitual. Okay? So now they waited a bit to find a gap between the moving traffic. Now they were walking on the road. They had to wait for the moving traffic so they could cross the road. The smoke, the dust in the air made Velu's head spin because the city was totally new for Velu. Velu was hesitant because now he was from the village. He hadn't seen so much of traffic, so he was a bit hesitant to cross the road. But the girl Jaya was somehow dragged him to the other side. Catching his hand, she dragged him. Then they started walking along the side of the road where Velu saw various signboards. This was a new city, totally new city for Velu. Whatever he was seeing in that big city of Chennai, that was totally new for him. The signboards and everything. Okay? Then Velu saw the various signboards. He could not read anything because that was written on them. He could not read anything because that was written on them because it was all in English. but he can surely see the pictures. Now Velu ran away from the house. He did not wear the chappals also. He did not have anything in his foot, so it was barefooted. He was naked feet, and because of the heat, his feet were now burning. That was releasing from the tar. Tar means the coal tar, the road. Okay. Now it was nothing like walking on mud that he used to walk in the village. Then slowly when they crossed the road, they turned into the bridge where Velu paused to peep down. Peep down means when they were crossing the bridge. There was a bridge, they were crossing there, and Velu stopped to peep down that way. Jaya warned him about the big building with walls. When they were moving on, there was a big building with walls. Jaya told that you have to be careful. If you are not careful, you will be caught and put behind this building. What was that building? That building was a central jail. Okay. Now Velu managed to read the Tamil sign because Velu could read Tamil. So Velu managed to read that Tamil sign, and in that Tamil sign it was written central jail. So what did Jaya warn him? Jaya warned him that never get caught by the police. Okay. Jaya warned him that never get caught by the police, or you will end up counting the bards. Now passing through this central jail, they reached a huge building. They reached a huge building. They finally reached that huge building, and that huge building was a marriage hall. That huge building was a marriage hall. Okay. They had walked for an hour. They reached a huge building, and the name of that building was Shri Raj Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. What was the name of that building? The name of that building was Shri Raj Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. And below that, the names of the groom and bride. It was a marriage hall, a marriage function, a marriage ceremony was going on. Okay. First Velu thought that they were to eat inside. Now looking at that marriage hall, Velu thought that Jaya must have brought him there to eat. Okay. But despite of his high expectation, Jaya showed him the reality by taking him behind the building where there was a rotten smell in the air. Velu thought that Jaya had brought him to the marriage hall for eating food. But his expectation was below. Despite of his high expectations, it all went wrong. Okay, Jaya took her behind a building, and there was a very rotten smell. A very bad smell. They could see the garbage bin. There was a garbage bin, dustbin you can see. What did Jaya found there? Jaya found a squashy banana and a vada for Velu, who was elected to eat. Jaya assured him that she only chose untouched food and that this is all she could do, as she had no money to feed him. So what did Jaya do? Jaya bought 2 bananas and a vada from the garbage bin. She offered that food to Velu. Now Velu was hesitant to eat that. Though Velu had ran away from the house, but he had a house to stay, he had a home to stay in the village where he used to eat cooked and good food, fresh food. But now, as he was in a big city, Chennai, when he met Jaya, a girl, a rag picker, Jaya gave her the food that was picked up from the garbage bin, from the dustbin. Right? And Jaya told him that she could not buy him food because she had no money. All what she has is this banana and the vada. If he could eat this, It's fine. Firstly, Velu was hesitant to eat it because he had never seen such things. Okay. Now, Velu had no options. He couldn't resist because his stomach was pinching him from inside. Now, it was paining. He didn't have food from last 2 days. Okay. So, he ate it. That vada and banana, Velu ate it and felt instantly better. Now, Jaya told him that he could wait till the people inside completed their lunch, but she had to go for work. Okay. Jaya now gave option to Velu that if you want, you can wait here till the people are having food inside. As they will have the food, the dishes, okay, of the pending food will come out. They will throw it outside and then you can have more. But what did Velu do? Velu followed her because he had nowhere else to go. Okay. The girl seemed to have a way with things. He began running after her and asked her name, which she told him. Okay. Now, Velu had no option, so he had to move with the girl wherever she went. After walking for half an hour, they reached a triplicane. Okay. Velu saw there row of houses. Strange huts were there. You cannot call houses. They are houses, but they were huts. Okay. And Velu had never seen such houses because in the village they have kacha houses but not such huts. Now the huts which Velu saw, they were made up of metal sheets, tires, wood and plastic. In his village they had houses which were made up of mud and palm leaves. Okay, so what did Jaya? Now Jaya could only do one thing. She could feed him with the things which she ate from here and there. After having food, she took Velu to her house. It was a slum house, a hut, and that was also made from old tires, plastic sheets and bricks. Now moving into the house, what did Jaya do? Jaya first kept the sack which she had on her shoulder because that was currently filled up. That was filled up totally. So she kept that sack and she picked up the new one. She also took one more sack with her, and what did she do with it? One sack Jaya took for herself and other sack she took for Velu. She gave Velu that sack, okay, and told him to help her. Now Velu got confused because he did not know what Jaya wanted him to do with all this stuff, the stick and the sack. What was he supposed to do? Because he had, in his village, Velu had always worked in the landowner's farm where he used to take the cows for grazing. He had not done such work before, right? But here Jaya wanted Velu to help her. Okay, so what did Jaya do? Jaya explained him that she picks up the scraps materials from here and there and then sells it to the scrapper, and the scrapper takes that scrap materials to the factory. Okay, and when she sells the scrap to the scrapper gives her money. So this is the way she explained to Velu that what is to be done. She told Velu to help her. Okay, she told Velu to help her. And with the sack and a stick, she also gave a pair of used shoes which did not have any lace. Okay, laces on it, and she told Velu to wear it. Okay, and then they walked. Now looking at this, Velu was not sure to understand what was happening. A totally new thing was happening with him. He had not done such kind of work before because he had only grazed cows and did herding. Okay, and further he asked Jaya that is there any farm in Chennai. Jaya found it amusing because as she stroked her stick on the ground and told him that there are no farmers here. This is a big city. In this city, poor people only do rag picking. Velu did not understand anything. Now Jaya told her to pick up the things, and so that after picking up that things, they could sell it to the jam bazaar, that is to the scrapper. Okay. Now listening to all this, Velu was extremely confused because he could not understand why someone would buy rubbish. Because people generally, what do? People get rid of the rubbish. They do not collect rubbish. But here Jaya is telling him to pick up the rubbish things, pick up the scrap from the garbage. Okay. So further he more asked Jaya about the jam bazaar or about the scrapper, and the name of the scrapper was Jagu. And he asked about buying the scrap. Why is Jagu buying this scrap, this rubbish? So she clarified that that the scrapper does not buy it for showcasing because he sells it to the factory. Okay. Now Jaya was in a hurry and told him that she did not have so much of time to waste like him. Now Velu stood as he thought to himself that he hadn't run away from the house to pick up such garbage dumps. Okay. So as he was thinking, Jaya poked him and said that Jaya poked him with the stick and told that they need to be there before anyone else. Anyone else means there are many rag pickers in the city. If somebody else, if more people or more rag pickers pick up the rags, they won't even get something to pick it up and buy it. Then they won't have anything to eat. And more Jaya told him that she is only trying to help Velu, and also made him recall that she is the one who fed him earlier that day. Now Velu stretched his head as he heaved a sigh and thought that he would do it till he finds some better job. Okay, so what did Velu decide after knowing all these things? He did not run away from the house for picking up rags, for picking up garbage dumps. But right now he had no option, so he had to do what Jaya said. But soon he also decided that as soon as he gets some other job, he will quit this job of rag picking. He will not become a rag picker. He will do a very good thing. Okay. Now what is the conclusion of all this chapter? What is the conclusion of this chapter which you have been hearing this story from starting, that Velu ran away from his house. He reached Chennai sitting in the train without a ticket. He reached Chennai. There he met Jaya. Jaya fed him with the things which he had never eaten from. Jaya fed him with the things from the garbage bin which he did never expect would happen with him. Further he got the job. Job means further he started picking up rag with Jaya. which he was not habitual also. After all these things, he decided that he will not pick up rags, he will not become a rag picker, but he will soon search a job from him. Listening to all this, what is the conclusion? Now with this story, the first thing which we have understood is that we should behave properly with our children. The first lesson which has been taught in this chapter is to the parents, that the behavior of the parents should be proper with the children, so that they do not take any extreme step. Second lesson which we learn from this is, for the children, they should understand what their parents are trying to say. Whenever the parents are harsh, or whenever they scold you, or they are elder than you, even they thrash you. Thrash you means if they slap you also, you should never be rude to them. You should never take any wrong step. They are your elders. Whatever they do, they will do good for you. Okay? This chapter, it also teaches us that we shall help such children. If we find such children who have run away from the house, we should help such children, make them understand and make them reach to their house again. Okay, so this is the conclusion of this chapter, that never take any extreme steps without thinking. Think what your parents are telling you. Why are they scolding at you? If your parents have slapped you, why have they slapped you? Whatever they do is good for you, is for your goodness. Okay? So this is the whole story. Soon you will get a worksheet also. But before that, let's have the look on the word meanings. Grimace. Our first word meaning is grimace. G-R-I-M-A-C-E. Grimace. Grimace means twisted expression when you have some pain, and the expression that comes on your face is called grimace. Glumly. G-L-U-M-L-Y. Glumly, sadly. Squashy. Squashy means crushed. Okay. Panicked. P-A-N-I-C-K-E-D. Panicked. Panic means very worried. What is the spelling of squashy? S-Q-U-A-S-H-Y. Squashy. Squashy means crushed. Panicked means very worried. Okay. Next is crooked. Crooked means not straight. This is crooked. Straight. Not straight is crooked. Shove. S-H-O-V-E. Shove means to push. Trembling. T-R-E-M-B-L-I-N-G. Trembling. Trembling means shaking or quivering. Shaking or quivering. Next is rag picker. What is rag picker? The person who collects and sells rags. Rags means the scraps, to pick up scraps from different places. Okay. R-A-G-P-I-C-K-E-R. Rag picker. A person who collects and sells rags. Okay. So these were the word meanings: grimace, glumly, squashy, panicked, crooked, shove, trembling, and rag picker. One thing I want to tell you, children, I had told you to bring the notebooks for checking at school. While checking on the notebooks, I saw that you are copying the whole summary. No, dears, you are not supposed to copy the whole summary of the lesson. Only the summary of the poems are to be noted down. Okay, don't copy the summary of the lesson. Only complete the worksheets with the help of this summary, but not to note down in the notebook. Only the worksheets are to be noted down. Only copy the summary of the poems, not of the lessons. Complete all the worksheets in the notebooks. Understood? Only copy the summary of the poems and the word meanings, whichever you get. Understood? Please don't copy the whole of the explanation or whatever is there in this video. Fine? So be prepared for the worksheet of this chapter. Till then, take care. Bye.